Hi, welcome back to another one of my Football Manager saves. I'm playing FM19 Beta and I'm playing as Arsenal. We're coming up with another video now. This time we're playing against City. I'll take you through our results since I last showed you. I think our last game was Chelsea, in fact, wasn't it? We did Liverpool and we did Chelsea. Liverpool we got a hammering. At Chelsea we got a decent win. We played Frankfurt in the Europa League, and again I was a little bit arrogant with my team selection and really paid the price. Disappointing, but nevertheless we had already qualified, so it's not the end of the world. You can see we still dominated, but a lot of rotation I think caused a bit of disruption in that squad, so that's a disappointment. We went on to Southampton. And I believe it was during that week that I got the players working a lot more on their attacking and their chance completion as well as creation to try and keep it. It seems like we struggle to finish off chances, and so I'm trying to get a lot of work in on that side of converting chances. Yeah, and it paid dividends against Southampton, who were really, really poor on the day. Really poor. Big disappointment that. Just played Burnley. I've just come off the back of that, and we were again dominant. Burnley were frustrating, but we managed to get the goal. Aubameyang. I actually went for a formation change in this one and played the three up top that I sometimes play, and with Mesut Ozil in behind when the goal went in. And I was really happy actually that we managed to get. I thought it was going for a 0-0 draw, and Aubameyang popped up and got the winner. So that was good to see. Unfortunately, that means you can see the Kolasinac player of the match, but also picked up a yellow. He's suspended for this game. So we will be without Kolasinac. Yeah, it was quite a long highlight if I remember correctly. So Lowton. Out by Bellerin. And at this point I thought they were going to snatch a winner. And then away we go. Welbeck, yeah, playing Welbeck centre forward because Nketiah wasn't in the team. Lacazette on the right and Aubameyang at the back post to do this. So yeah, exciting times. 1-0 to the Arsenal, and that won us the game. After that, I took us back to our standard formation that we'll be starting with today, and on to City. So like I said before, we have got Leno in goal. Joel Lopez will have to play in place of the suspended Kolasinac and the injured Monreal, who picked up. I played him in the under-23s and gave him I think 45 minutes or something like that, and he got injured. So that means that we have our debutant Joel Lopez starting. Other than that, a fairly strong squad. Hector Bellerin, Mustafi, Socrates, Joel Lopez, Torreira and Diawara in the middle, with both Ramsey and Xhaka on the bench in case we need to make changes. Mickey playing on the right, Ozil in the centre, Danny Welbeck on the left, and Lacazette as the centre forward. We've got Aubameyang on the bench, but he's a fitness concern. A bit of feedback from one of the coaches is that Aubameyang is not 100% fit. And that he needs a rest. So, player fitness concerns. Kolasinac, we know, is suspended, and Aubameyang is a little jaded and could do with a rest. So before he picks up an injury, I've put him on the bench for this one. And Nketiah as well, as you can see, is struggling. So that's the lineup. I'm not going to go for any formation changes. I'm going to let our team play our own way. I think it's a wise thing to do after the Liverpool debacle. So without further ado, let's get into the match. Big risk down that left-hand side though. Yeah, and they're looking very strong, aren't they? It's away. Let's go. Great tackle that. Bellerin gets it away. Leroy Sané apparently angry and now anxious. There's not much happening in this so far. It suits me down to the ground. I think it's another game that if I can get a draw out of, I'll be happy. So first real highlight of the game, and Diawara gets the ball away. I don't care how that the fans and the board are unhappy that we purchased him and spent so much money on him. I think he's worth every penny. Now Bernardo Ozil to Mickey. So that's another thing in this FM19 beta. Oh come on, is that I've noticed the highlights seem to be a bit more end to end and a bit more lengthy, which is fine. Welbs to Ozil, Torreira, out to Lopez, Torreira, Socrates, Diawara, out to Bellerin. There's that option of the overlap. There's Mkhitaryan. Ball in. Who's going to get on it? Oh, yes. 1-0. Alexander Lacazette with the goal. Happy about that, actually. It was a well-worked goal. It's good build-up, but the team playing exactly how I want them to. And Laka. Very good. Early days yet, 25 minutes gone. Arsenal 1-0, Lacazette. Bellerin booked. He's picked up quite a lot of bookings, actually. And I know that we're very, not reliant, but it's an important position for us. That it's definitely the strength and weakness of our tactics. Strength going forward and weakness defensively. Okay, so that's 1-0. Silva to Sané. And if they're going to score, it's going to be from that left-hand side. That's where our weakness is. And it's where they seem to be focusing a lot of their attacks as well. So, yeah, I think Lopez. I'm guessing that's Lopez, assuming. Oh. Not blaming him, but he may be a little bit out of his depth in this game. So, 41, 42 minutes gone. And the body language of the City players are overwhelmed. Oh, I can't. Overwhelmed by I guess by the feedback. Mustafi. Right, let's not concede before half time. If we can get one though. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. De Bruyne. Ball forward, win that. There's enough of you there. Socrates, Mustafi. Leno punts it forward, and that's what I need to do, actually. I need to change the long distribution of my goalkeeper for him to play it short. Mickey loses it there. So that's what we did in that Chelsea game, and it really paid dividends, rather than have it punt forward and lost. Bernardo Silva, oh, he's just run in between. Okay. It's coming up to half time. City probably the better of the two sides. Certainly more chances created, more possession. And referee calls time on the first half. Okay. So team talk is we're not doing badly at all. If one continues to work hard, we can win this. It's a little bit optimistic. I'm happy for a draw. We seem to be winning the ball back quite a lot in midfield, judging by the feedback. I'm going to tell him to stay patient. And defensively, we've been doing all right. In fact, first off, let's tell Joel Lopez I have faith in him. And then play the rest of the defensive unit to say there's a lot more, and I believe you've got what it takes. Okay, so one little change which I meant to do after the Chelsea game for the generic tactic here is just tell the goalkeeper in fact it was in the squad tactics to take short kicks. Good. Second half underway, City kick off. 1-1 the score so far. I always find the first couple of seasons of the Football Manager, right, Bellerin down the right, Diawara, ball in, Torreira, looks across, Ozil, play it out wide, Bellerin with the ball in, go on Welbs, and it's 2-1. And it's funny, having this Radamateur at the left and the strength of the usually Bellerin but sometimes Lichtsteiner, the right back, crossing in from the right. Seems that there are a lot of back post headers that seem to go in, and there's another one there. Iwobi's good at the same as well. And we've seen that happen quite a few times now in this series so far. Bernardo Silva off for Riyad Mahrez. No tactic change for City as we approach the hour mark. I am just going to tell the... What the hell's that? No, don't want any of that. I'm going to tell the team to concentrate because I want them to concentrate and not give away any silly goals. And then Welbeck, good. Joel Lopez pings it forward. Oh, Laka, go on, please. Oh, he's hit the... I don't know if it was the bar or the post, but he's hit the woodwork, and that would have killed the game off. 67 minutes gone, 68. Right, let's have a look. So Diawara and Torreira both looking shattered, both putting in decent performances though. I feel like I've got to freshen it up though. I don't want any injuries long term. So Xhaka and Ramsey, am I sacrificing the game with this? I don't know. Who else is looking tired? Mesut Ozil. Take your pick. Over for Mickey. I feel like we don't need to make any attacking changes. With Bellerin being both tired and booked, I think he's sensible to take off for Lichtsteiner, and maybe what I'll do is I'll make him less attacking. This could be a mistake, but we'll have to see. And I've made this change right in the middle of a highlight, which is never good. Oh, caught inside. Oh, and it's 2-2. Right, let's cancel those changes then, because we'll have to look at this again now. Charge roll. Don't want that causing any problems. Leroy Sané obviously making the right. So Bellerin is coming off for Lichtsteiner. That's still happening because he's tied and he's booked. And he's going to be a wing back in support mode as opposed to a complete wing back. Torreira and Diawara are both shattered, so we're going to swap those two out as well. So I guess it is more or less the same changes as what I'd agreed anyway. Leroy Sané off injured. So they're down to 10 men. I'm not going to push it and go for the win. I'm quite happy to take the draw here. If a winner comes up, then it does. What's this, the full-time whistle, do you think? Ramsey puts the ball in. And that's the full-time whistle. Happily take that. It's a draw. I'll happily take that. Shame they couldn't hold on to that lead, though. I'm happy with what I saw right there. There are some positives for sure. Absolutely. Draw away at City. So what were all the other scores? Chelsea winning 2-1 against Watford. Liverpool winning 4-0. And we've got a surprise contender in Newcastle. I don't know what they've been on, but they keep winning. Let's have a look who they've brought in. Berbatov on a free, Divock Origi on loan and Phil Foden. And they're absolutely flying. So there you have it. So all the other results around the grounds. Who else is in there? Palace losing to Wolves. Spurs are the late kickoff against Fulham. And let's see if the Spurs-Fulham game finished 1-0. They got an own goal. So, table as it stands at the halfway point, Arsenal clear on 50 points. Newcastle second, Chelsea third, Spurs fourth. Newcastle the real surprise package at the moment. Arsenal hold City to draw. Torreira fitness concern now. Problem I've got is that everyone keeps getting injured, so I can only half of the time my match starting lineup is pretty much dictated to me by who's not injured. That's the problem we've got. Anyway, Oba got a rest, so that was important. Our top scorer. But saying that, Lacazette's been doing better in the complete forward role. It always seems like we change that over and he seems to come up trumps. But anyway, so let's take a look at the Premier League and the stats at the halfway point. Like we say, table is what it is. Not going to go over that again. Roberto Firmino is the top scorer for Liverpool, with Aubameyang in second place, and Divock Origi for Newcastle on loan, of course, as we know from Liverpool. Average rating, Hector Bellerin miles ahead, followed by Cesar Azpilicueta and Eric Dyer. Hector Bellerin, king of assists, and that doesn't surprise me really with the tactics that we've got with him bombing down the right and the left-hand late arrival, the Radamateur of either Welbeck or Iwobi. Player of the match, Hector Bellerin as well, and like I said, he's very active, and that doesn't surprise me that if you get a lot of assists, then you get a high rating, and therefore nearly player of the match. Clean sheets, Man City seem to be the best and have the most clean sheets so far this season, and yellow cards, which don't impress me much, to coin a phrase. Now that's interesting that Arsenal apparently only have 2 injuries, which is nonsense. We've got a lot more. Or a lot of players returning now. No, yeah, a lot of players returning, so probably due another injury at some point soon, unless they fix the bug in Football Manager. So there we have it, another good result, and things are getting good. It's now over the Christmas period. Let's enjoy New Year. And we will be back with, I could show City in the FA Cup, which I'm not too bothered about. We've got Newcastle coming up in Feb, but that's quite a big gap. We will go for, let's show a home game, because we seem to keep showing away games. Let's show the home game. Let's show West Ham at home on the 19th of January. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you picked up a few tips, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.